it so easy to blame others, so hard to see our own mistakes, and so easy to think ourselves as so wise?
Say the first line again.
Okay, why is it so easy to blame others?
It is so easy to blame others because it is so easy.
Okay.
When you are blaming others, you are not responsible. It is easy, so you have chosen the easy path. If you blame yourself, then you will have to look inside. The mistake is within you, so you will have to change it. You will have to find out, go to the very roots, and that will be very, very difficult thing. Your habit, the pattern which has been created, it's so long, it has gone deep inside your blood, bone and marrow. You have already become a conditioned, programmed robot. So first of all, it needs little bit of awareness. I can go on blaming others, but others are not going to change because I don't like the way they are. If I am getting hurt, if my life is in trouble, if I am suffering, and I love myself, I love my life, then I have to find the solution within me. The only place where I can bring some change is inside. Outside, whatever is not in my hand. And maybe because I am projecting, maybe because I am unconscious, I am full of negativity, I have a hurt body, so I have a habit of making a mountain out of a molehill. Maybe in most of the cases, I am just projecting. So if you see that mistake is within you, then you cannot remain the same person. Then you will have to do very deep surgery, and that will be painful. It will be arduous. But when you throw the blame on others, then you don't have to change at all. You can remain the same person. It is a very common disease of all unconscious people to blame others. Because when you are born, you start getting attention of the whole family. So you start having an illusion that you are the center of the whole world. Because it has happened from the very beginning. So that remains very deep inside you. It goes to your very to the depth of your unconsciousness, that you are somebody special. And if there was no meditation in the world, very few people have been meditative so far. Everyone else is blaming others. Meditation, what meditation means? It means you start looking in. You have understood the whole game of the mind, and you have understood that looking outside will be of no help. You are in a rut, you are in a vicious circle which will lead you nowhere. Whenever something will happen, you will always blame others. You are angry because someone else irritated you. You are full of lust and you raped a woman because the woman was wearing a dress which was very inviting. She has exposed herself too much, so she has to be blamed. You are corrupt because you were given greed. But everything is inside you. If there is no corruption within you, no one can corrupt you. So this saying is wrong, that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. It can corrupt only those people who are already corrupt, who have the seed of corruption within them. Only when they get an opportunity, then whatever is hidden within them comes out. So when you say that someone was looking at you in this way, so you became irritated, your mood was spoiled, it is all within you. You are waiting for some opportunity so that you can blame others. But that will never bring silence, peace, clarity, meditativeness in your life. That can never make your life blissful. That's why when Krishnamurti is saying, you are the world. The world is not outside of you. Your world is within you. Everyone is living in his own world. If you are a sick person, you will see sickness everywhere. If you are suffering from jaundice, you will see the whole world as yellow. Others may not be very good, but you cannot do anything about it. But if you are mature, if you are silent, if you are peaceful, if there is inner harmony within you, you will not allow it to be disturbed. You will not allow it to be disturbed so cheaply. So the real thing is that all the dragons and all the demons and devils are hiding within you. And this unconsciousness has been created in many lives. So once you start looking in, it will be very arduous. You will have to go on removing all kind of garbage. So it needs guts, it needs a daredevil to do it. But if you are just an important person, you will just go on blaming others. By blaming others, nothing is solved. But you are protecting your ego, that you are all right, all others are wrong. And Krishnamurti has also said, other is a mirror. In that your face is reflected. So when you are running away from people, running away from relationship, you are breaking the mirror. Then you will never know what is hiding within you. So running away from situation will not help. You don't want to see what is hiding within you, so you want to run away from situation. So it is always easy to blame other. What is the second line?
So hard to see our own mistakes.
Because it is so hard, so it is so hard to see. Once you start seeing it, then you cannot remain the same person. The first change starts happening when you start seeing your own mistakes. As long as you are having this ego fulfillment, having this illusion that you are all right, you will never look in. You will never look that the mistakes are within you. So if you start seeing your mistakes, then you will have to become more conscious, which is very difficult thing. First you have to remove your inner darkness, whatever you have collected inside, all kind of scorpions and snakes and cockroaches and lizards and other dangerous animals. First you will see those things. Once you start seeing them, once you start facing them, they start disappearing. But that need patience. If you are in hurry, it won't change. It is a love affair. If you are in love affair with yourself, only then you will be ready to be patient. And burning desire is needed for transformation. When you have the burning desire to know yourself, then all the trashes will be burned in that fire. What is the third line?
And so easy to think ourselves as so wise.
As long as you are thinking you are so wise, you will remain otherwise. All those who are just stupid and foolish, they think they are very wise. People who have intelligence, they start doubting. Once you start seeing your own stupidity, your own foolishness, your journey begins. As long as the arrow is pointing to others, no change can happen in you. So only when you see that something is lacking within you, you will do something to change it. If you think you are perfect, you will remain a perfect idiot. Those who don't want to change, they see that they are already all right, they are already perfect. The whole world is wrong, they are right. But how the whole world has become wrong? Because everyone is having the same illusion. You cannot change, no one can change others, but you can at least change yourself. You cannot light the whole world, but you can light your own world. You can switch on your own light. That is meant by meditation. That is enlightenment. At least your house, your home should be full of light. Once you have the light, even if you have the torch light, you can find your ways. You can find your own footpath and you can travel on that. There is no need to travel on the national highway where every unconscious person is traveling. You find your own ways and you can make your way by traveling. But just by moving your head, nothing will happen. You have to, the moment you start seeing your own mistakes, your own shortcomings, you start seeing that you are unconscious, that the problem is within you, then you cannot remain the same person. That will create the energy for you to be transformed. That will be the motivation for you to meditate. But if you see you are all right, when you are thinking you are all right, you are perfect, that means you don't love yourself enough. Otherwise, you can see all the time you are making mistakes, but you are trying to cover it by rationalizations. So what happened in the college? Again the same things. And why it always happens to you? Why it is not happening to others?
Then I don't know. It's like this for me because there are 10 students under me for the project. Then as I said to you that I have been feeling very tired recently. So it's not only in making videos I'm slow, in replying their messages and giving them my comments also I have been very slow in replying them. So it happens to some of under the 10 students, like it happens to 5 of them under me because I managed to reply some, I didn't manage to reply all. So one of the students, he made his own assumption. He sent a message to me that he said, why you are replying to others but not me? I have been sending you this for 1 week and you hasn't replied me, he said to me. Then he went to complain to my boss. Then he said that I am being like selective. He said I'm being selective. I am being like not fair to them. Like I favor some, I don't like favor him. Then not only that, he make his classmate like have some kind of like don't like me because the way they behave towards me not the same because they are from the same class. So I had quite an unpleasant week that week, very bad mood also. That was my depression, Swami.
The real thing is that your own emotional state. Don't just go on blaming others. If he has said something, even if he has complained, if you were a cool person, you would have taken it in a saner way. But you don't see your own emotional cloud which is troubling you all the time. If you just all the time you are just focused on others, you are wasting your time. You are not looking inside. He may have complained, he may have done anything. You could have explained to him something, but your ego it got hurt. A thing which could have been solved in 5 minutes of sitting silently has troubled you for 1 week. That shows your lack of intelligence. You are not able to watch your own emotions. How your own emotion is creating hell for you. Again you are blaming the other. You are blaming the outside. You are not changing at all in that sense. Because just by doing some meditation as a technique, your life cannot be changed that much. For a while you will be relieved. But if you are not watching your emotions from a distance, if you see you are the emotion, then you can never be free from them. You are just the watcher of the emotion. But by hearing these words also nothing will happen. You have to apply it practically. You are always the watcher. Whatever you are able to watch, you are not that. So when you have a very disturbed inner state, just close your eyes and start watching them. If you start watching them, the more watchful you will become. The stronger is your watchfulness. The less there will be the cloud of emotions. The more you are established, the more you will be established in watchfulness. They will start disappearing. But then that needs attention. You have to give attention to them. But you start going out. My students are like this. You start seeing you are full of anger and jealousy against them. The whole world is conspiring against you. No one is conspiring. If you neglect someone for 1 week, the person will start thinking that you are partial to some and you are. So he was in a way right. You should have explained to him why it happened. When you think you are somebody higher, your students are just nobody. When you have this attitude, holier than thou, if you are snobbish, then this problem will happen. Now it is nothing like that. It's people who are teachers and student, there is no difference. Student, maybe the teacher knows little bit more than the student. But they don't have anything. They don't have, even teachers don't have any individuality. They don't have any depth. And even if you have any depth, people are not so sensitive, no one will look. But the way you get disturbed, it shows that there is no depth. The same thing happens again and again and again. And you are not learning anything. You are always blaming the outside world. You are blaming the others. This is a sign that you have to watch. You start watching your emotions, your moods. The problem is within you. But it has become a habit now that you are always throwing blame on others. That is an easy thing. Is it clear?
Very clear. Thank you, Swami.
The whole question is over, or is there anything?
Yeah, it's over and it's very clear. Thank you, Swami.
Okay.
So happy to see Swami again after 1 week.
Now only few days remain in the election, and so many things is happening here. It's just best film show that can be. But it is not just a film show. It will decide the fate of the whole country. So and it's quite dangerous also in many ways. Just few days back, 2-3 days back, I think day before yesterday, one of the Prime Minister of a country they tried to assassinate him. 5 bullets were fired by a person. He went to handshake with him. So the 4 bullet went inside the body, 1 went in the stomach. So whether that person will be all right or not is at present I don't know. But Modi is meeting people far more than, and the crowd is just thousands of times more. So I don't know if they are already planning. They are all the time planning. So he's just because existence want him to be here, so he is here. Otherwise, the planning is always going on there. And these prime ministers, they are not so important for the whole world, but Modi, most of the government, they want him to be removed because everyone wants a puppet.
Thank you, Swami, for answering my question and for the stick and for the guidance. Thank you. And I will listen to what you say.
Hmm. This is the difference between me and Modi. At this age, he's roaring like lion, or he is doing the maximum.
Yeah,
He is doing the very best anyone can do so.
yeah, yeah.
He is certainly the gift of the God for you, especially for this country. I don't know about. Let him come to power this time, and then it will be known more. Though he is more concerned about this country first. Though he is interested in the whole world, but first he has to take care of, because he is responsible first for the people of this country. He is not responsible for people of America or Malaysia. So whatever is his responsibility, he has to do it in the best possible way. If he is doing it in the best possible way, automatically the whole world will be helped. But if you have the desire to get Nobel Prize, you want to help everyone, then you will be able to help no one. I was telling you all the time, don't waste money. But if you don't consider whatever you are doing as very meaningful, then you will not give total energy to that thing. Whether we are succeeding or not is not meaningful. We have to do it totally. That is in our hand. If you want to make this world beautiful, if you have the desire for a beautiful world, then you have to do your part, whether you are succeeding or not. You can never be 100% successful in these things because it is a changing world. So the desire that the result should come out. If you are looking for the result, then you will not be doing your work properly. Do your work properly. Whatever happens, the result is not in your hand. Modi is 100% certain that he is coming to power next time also. Already planning is there for 100 days what he has to do. And not only for that, he wants India to be a developed country in 2047. So at that time, India's economy will be second in the world, according to those who are experts in these things, not only of India, of the whole world. So about $56 trillion economy, something like that. So that will be number 2. But he was saying that the way they worked, the Congress party earlier, it has taken India backward by 50 years. Otherwise, I think India would have been number one at present. He was saying that if you listen to their speeches in Red Fort on our Independence Day, the earlier prime ministers, especially of Congress, Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi, they were just not inspiring their own people. They will address them, you are all lazy people. So if you say your people are lazy, then they will become lazy. Modi is not complaining to people that you are not right. He is doing everything on his own. So he says that if you are doing 10 hours of work, I will do 20 hours. I have the planning for 24 into 7 till 2047. I will give you a developed country. So, and I am seeing him, he is even becoming more energetic these days, especially when the election is moving towards later phases. He is becoming more and more like lion. He is exposing everything of the past government, how they have ditched this country. I call him the youngest man in the whole country. Okay.
Okay, Swami.
I was going to talk on him also, but I think now I will talk maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.